going to my breast implant revision consultation with Dr. Anna Steve at Dr. Neinstein's office. I love this office. It's located right above Bergdorf Goodman. It overlooks Central Park, and take a look at how cute the decor is. I don't even feel like I'm in a surgical office. I feel like I'm in like a med spa or something. I am completely obsessed.
So tell me what brings you here today.
So this will potentially be my second breast implant revision, third set. And so I had my last procedure done in 2016. Prior to that, I had them done in, I think, 2012. I had saline implants. They started to gravitate. I got them redone. 2016, I got silicone. Now I'm noticing that I'm getting some funky rippling underneath both breasts, and just very unappealing aesthetically, and I would like to change it, especially given that I do modeling. I'm often, wearing, bikinis and whatnot. It's visible, and to not only the public eye, but to myself, I see it, it bothers me, and it's just something that I want to have fixed.
Okay. And so you previously had saline, and then they were switched out for silicone implants. And the silicone implants, did they improve the rippling for a degree of time?
Yeah, and it's not like a ton, but it's definitely noticeable, and they definitely improved. I do like the size and everything. I also haven't had any like side effects, like any issues with them. I really like them. I like the overall size and everything like that. So I think just that little, I think like replacing them, maybe going a teeny little bit smaller, and just helping with doing something like fat grafting. We had mentioned before this, to help with rippling would be great.
Awesome. So I think there are some great technologies now for improving rippling. Using silicone implants is one thing that generally helps, but you're very thin. And so in thin women, putting the implants also under the muscle can be helpful, but an additional tool is the fat grafting. So I think it can be really beneficial to give you a nice layer of tissue over the implant, and that'll be part of our plan, I think, to help fix that visible rippling. And then with respect to the size, if you're relatively happy with the size but you just want to change the shape a little bit, we can work with the profile of your implant to sort of see where we can get with your new size.
Yeah, and I like that it's totally customizable too.
Yeah, I think the one thing that really helps us with that is the fat grafting, because it can help customize your shape a little bit. It can also help customize the natural look when you're having problems like visible rippling or visible edges of the implant as thin people. It can really help smooth out those areas.
Awesome. I'm excited.
So I just wanted to show you the difference in profiles. So these are two similarly sized implants, and you can see there's two different ways to vary size. So this one is a lower projecting implant. It's flatter but wider.
Right.
And this is a higher projecting implant. So this one is narrower but sort of like taller. Notice the difference in the two?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I totally do. So this would be what we would be using.
Yeah, so this is like the full projection, and the extra full is even just a little bit more projecting.
I see what you mean by if we use that, then it would like weigh down the top part, because I'm not too top. I don't have a lot of fat in the top part. So.
And this one also, I think you're very narrow framed. So to use an implant that's too wide in you will make you look wider. We want to keep your frame nice and narrow.
Wider.
No, nobody wants to look wider.
Right.
So I think it's a great option for you. These are our smooth round gummy bear style, so you can feel them a nice natural feel.
Very squishy.
Yeah. So overall, you have a really beautiful breast aesthetic. Often breast revisions are just a matter of small enhancements, and often very type A people like you have a very small detail that's it's a real thing that they want addressed. And so in your case, that visible rippling at the bottom I think can be significantly improved with fat grafting. And I think we should actually stay with a relatively high projecting implant, because I think that's going to support your nipple position in a nice in a nice spot. When we change the projection too much, we can risk, decreasing where your nipple sits. And so I think it's a nice option for you. And I also think that we can go down a little bit on the sides by narrowing just a little bit. So we're gonna plan to use a slightly narrow implant, but still a fairly high projecting. And then we'll add some fat to sort of add a little bit of extra tissue over that area that's bothering you at the bottom. And the fat can also be used to kind of help change your shape just a little bit, because you're wanting a little bit more of a teardrop shape. And I think we can achieve a little bit of a change in the shape by adding a little bit of extra fat as well.
Awesome. Consult went amazing. I had to take a quick pit stop in the bathroom before I left, and oh my god, hold up, look at how cute this is. I can't even make this up. I need this all in my house ASAP. That's all I gotta say. Stay tuned for the next chapter of my journey.